Hola everybody, Neo here. This video right here is about my dream where I got information about my mission here on earth. I haven't been meditating as much as I used to when I was in my other house. My other apartment, and it's now I've been having a little bit more difficulty meditating, and that's very discouraging to me. So that's why I haven't been into it as much. But I've been watching a lot of videos from one guy named his username is the DA13 Son, something like that. Watching his videos and watching another guy's video named Chuck Stone Star Seed, something like that. Chuck Stone, and watching them and listening to the importance of meditation just made me want to get back into it. So that's what I've been working on, getting back into meditation. But as far as my dream that I had, before having the dream, after reading so many chapters of Dolores Cannon's book, The 3 Waves of Volunteers book, after reading that, and now I'm probably like on chapter 19, I think. I'm getting close to the end now, and I'm excited about it. That book is really, really captivating. If you are into metaphysics and spirituality, UFOs, and all that stuff, that's the book to get. Even if you're not and don't even know or don't have a feeling that you're one of the 3 waves, I still recommend that you get that book. And it's very captivating. So after reading the book and understanding that I can talk to my family from other planets, and I can get these images and visions that provide me information on what to do and why I'm doing such and such. Now that I understand that, I just started talking and started asking. And it might sound weird to the people who don't understand metaphysics and who don't understand spirituality. So when I got done reading the book, walking around in nature as I usually do, without my shoes, barefooted, walking around and just looking up into the sky, and it sounds weird. I just started talking because in the book, one of her clients, her superconscious or another extraterrestrial, was talking through her client and was saying that whenever the client wants to talk to them, all they have to do is call on the all. And maybe I shouldn't be giving this much information, but it doesn't matter because I want to help people, because that's one of the reasons why I'm here on Earth anyway. So, all right, and it said that you have to. It said to the client, well, to Dolores about the client. It said I'll just abbreviate it and from my memory. It said to think she can call on us anytime. All she has to do is to think of the all. And then I was like, okay. So I was just going through different ways that I can call on them and to give me information. But the bottom line is, I thought about it. I was like, you know what? All I have to do is is to think about them, and they'll know that I'm talking to them. They'll know the beings, spirits, whatever you want to call it, that's really helping me and looking over me. And I really felt that I was being looked over because of what happened with the fire incident. Because I don't think that was a coincidence, the way that the fire went out. That's what let me know that, okay, I'm protected. I'm protected. So once I realized that I'm protected, I have even more confidence now whenever I walk out into public. I'm not nervous like I used to be, because I used to be nervous, and I used to didn't like walking in crowds. I used to feel like, what do you call that word? Insecure. I used to be very insecure. That's one of the reasons why I feel like I'm one of the waves too, because in high school, I felt like a loner. I felt like, and I was a loner. I never had any friends. And I never had that feeling that I wanted friends. in high school and throughout school, all the way from kindergarten till graduating from high school. I never felt like I wanted friends at all. I mean, I would talk to people and people would like me. Everybody liked me. There wasn't I never gave a reason for people to not like me. I was always liked. It's just that I didn't feel comfortable being around groups of people. So I could talk to people one-on-one, but being in groups, it just didn't feel right. And it felt better when I was by myself. And that's how I was all throughout high school. I was always by myself. And people would always see me walking by myself. They would always see me on the wall, sitting down, laying down on the wall, either reading a book or just sitting there just watching people. That's a thing that I feel is weird about myself. But it feels comfortable where I like to observe people. Just sit there and just observe people, as I said in one of my videos. So I was a loner. And Dolores Cannon says that some people of the waves are loners. When she said that, I had a bing moment, like bing, okay, that's one characteristic. And then the other one was they don't feel comfortable being here. And in high school, my high school years, I just didn't feel comfortable being in groups. Maybe it was the energies that was just like making me go nuts. Like it's something when I was younger. Now that I'm older, I know how to understand. I know how to control this stuff. But when I was younger, when I was in groups, I felt like spiritually or energetically, something was just almost like pushing me around. Like I was like boom, 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 boom when I'm in groups, and I'm like, oh, it just doesn't feel right. So that's why whenever I had to go from class to class, it was like I programmed myself, like I was a robot. Programmed myself to just go straight to the class and that's it. Don't mess with nobody else, just go straight to the class. And that's how it was for me. I didn't bullshit with nobody else. I just went straight to class. And then at lunch, I would sit by myself all the time. And I would talk to some people, blah, 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 you gotta do this and that. Yeah, I'm always in class and blah, blah, blah. Just chat it up, just small talk. It really wasn't no real conversations. So, onto the dream. Oh, no, I'm talking about to the all. So when I was talking to the all, I was telling them like, listen, I really want to know my mission for being here on Earth. And I was telling them that I know that I'm one of the energy beings, the waves, the volunteers are waves that have they're supposed to just be here. As Dolores Cannon puts it, the second wave are the antennas, the antennas. I forgot the other word she used. The ones who are here to just be. We don't have to do anything. We don't have to do anything external like moving things or fighting other spirits and all of that stuff, which I'm happy. I'm really happy, but if I had to do it, I'll do it because before knowing what I was supposed to do, before that, I wanted to do something physical. I'm like, I want to do something. I want to do something. And that's how a lot of people of the waves feel. They feel like they want to do something extra. But the way Dolores Cannon puts it in her book and in her videos, that the second wave are supposed to just be. They're supposed to just be. Go with your normal life. Do whatever it is that you want to be. Be whatever you want to be and do what you want to do. And it's the energy that you come to Earth that you come to Earth with. I think we've been provided with the energy before coming into this body. The energy that we have, whenever we go places, that energy disperses throughout a lot of places. I mean, various directions. And what that energy does, it does various things. So depending on your energy, you'll have something different from me. And I'll go into my dream in a minute. So after I explain this second wave, the second wave, that's what we do. There's different things that it does, and we can go through malls as she explains it, explains it through malls, grocery stores, different events, and our energy is affecting groups of people where we go. And I was wondering, well, I was always wondering why people are like drawn to me and they're comfortable talking to me. And when I say that, I really know that, because when I first meet a woman that I'm interested in, we talking on the phone, they just start telling me stuff. And it's just not only women, but it's just people in general. They just start telling me stuff that they normally wouldn't talk to other people about. That's just, once I realized that, I'm like, man, people just come to me and they tell me their personal information without me even asking them and without me even caring. That's another unique thing that I feel is different about me. Another thing is how I can be around certain people and I just know things about them. I just know things about them. So hopefully that gives you other waves, the other volunteers, some clues about them being different. So that's that. And also I think it's some kind of telepathic situation that's going on with me too. I really feel that I'm telepathic, but I haven't really grasped the ability yet. I want to understand this, but I know that something else is going on with me. So that's why I had this change to help make things easier, because the guys that are watching over us, they're doing things to us to help us out. So when you have a weird experience, if you don't understand it, you might freak out. Because with humans here, on average, whenever they don't understand something, they freak out. And with me understanding fear now, I'm like, wait a minute, well, best thing for me to do is just understand what's going on before I start freaking out. So now my body has changed, and I'm open now to what's going on, because the people that are, the beings, I'll say they, as she says they're watching over us and they're doing things to help us out, to make things easier for us throughout this transition. So now my body's in a lot better shape, prepared to do whatever, especially run, because I'm a lot lighter now. I dropped maybe like 20-25 pounds. I went from 188 down to 165, down to 160, and now I'm down to 155. And I'm like, wow, I did not want to go that far. I wanted to stop at 165. However, due to me doing a lot of running, a lot of jogging, and that's it, just strictly running, jogging, biking, eating a lot less, but when I do eat, if I do eat junk, it won't be a lot of junk, and I stopped eating the junk that I used to eat anyway, so I'm done with that. But I eat a lot more organic stuff now. And when I look back on it, I'm like, man, that was fast, and that was easy. And I think another reason, a big factor, is when I was working out, before I started to work out seriously, I stopped watching TV, cut off my TV, and I worked out more. And I stopped eating meat. I think that played a part, and I slowed down tremendously on my eating my candy, because I love candy. I love Skittles. I'm serious about that. If you know me, you'll know how much Skittles that I eat, that I used to eat, I should say, not eat, but used to eat. It started in high school too. If you know me from high school and social studies, I used to eat a lot of Skittles in social studies. But anyways, so now my body's in a lot more better shape, and now I know that they're here to help us. What they're doing is they're giving us information so that when the time is right and it's needed, we'll know these things, know what to do. And that's probably why life is a lot more easier for me now, because like, I think age 23 or 24, where stuff just started clicking to me. And I just knew what to do, and then my life, ever since then, my life just got so much easier. And it was so weird. There was like no physical thing that really changed me. It just, month after month, year after year, it just got easier and easier. And it's like now to the point, I have an easy, peaceful life. And now the only thing it seems like that I want to do is just study. It's like I still play video games, and I still draw, and I still watch YouTube, of course, but the biggest thing is now is I'm done with music, pretty much, because I don't have any inspiration and I don't have a desire to create music anymore. It's like now all I want to do is just study metaphysics and understanding dimensions and stuff like that, which is very important now anyways in this time and age, is to get into metaphysics. So I'm actually happy that I love this stuff. And with Dolores Cannon, what she says is that from the information she got, that if you're into metaphysics and you understand spirituality and metaphysics and stuff like that, then you're more than likely going to make it into the new earth, because you understand it, and if you're making your changes that you're supposed to make, then you'll be able to make it. Like getting rid of your karma, letting go of the negativity, letting go of the fear, and being happy. Those are the top 3 things. Being happy. You have to be happy, and you have to play. Just like Bashar said, you have to play. Play. I always do that. I always play around and act silly. And you'll see my silly side in one of these videos eventually. I'm really silly and I love having fun. That's one of the reasons why I love being around kids. But I'm babbling too much. I gotta go to the dream now. Okay. Sorry about that. Alright, so now to the dream. So after me asking the awe to help me out and to provide me with information on what I'm supposed to do, my dream that I had, I don't know whether it be a few hours ago, yeah, because I woke up about 5 something, a few hours ago. The dream was this. Now that I understand the council that there's councils throughout universes, that's counseling universes, galaxies, and planets. So the dream was that I had, the image, this is the most that I remember, because I want to remember more of my dreams, but this is what I remember. I remember, I think it was a circle, a desk. It was a circle, a desk. It was a big desk that was really, really wide, and I was in the middle. And at this desk, just envision, I think it was a glass desk, or maybe it was invisible, or a desk of light that was around. It was either a circle or a half circle. I don't really remember too much, but I remember it being curved, and I remember beings being on the other side of that desk, and it was me in the middle. I don't remember being in first person view. It's weird. I don't remember being in my body. I remember looking at my body, and I don't remember faces at all, but I know that they were beings on the other side of these desks, and I have a knowing that that was me in the middle, just standing there, and they was providing me information. Nobody was talking. And that's the thing that I want to tell people, that I really feel that I have telepathic abilities too, because the beings outside of Earth, I feel like maybe it's just us on Earth that use words. Nobody else in the cosmos and on other planets use words. We're the only ones that have to move our mouth and talk. That's why the extraterrestrials, or the beings from other planets, because I don't think they like the word extraterrestrial, so I don't know what other term that we can give them. They laugh at us because we have to move our mouth. they think that it's weird that we have to move our mouth and words are coming out. And it was one time I thought about it myself, and that's what makes me different and weird, at least to some people. I think about stuff like this. I thought about it. I was like, you know what? I don't like the idea that I have to move my mouth and get these words out. It just doesn't feel right. And that's one of the reasons why I like being by myself, is because I don't like really talking much to people. I always felt like I want to talk to people mind to mind. And it was like, it kind of sometimes bothers me where I have to get these words out. Because I was thinking one day, I was like, you know what, if I'm able to communicate to you telepathically, mind to mind, then I won't have to stumble on these words to get these words out. And it sucks sometimes where I'm stumbling on these words. It really does suck. I gotta get these words out because it's like it comes from here down to here, and that transition, it's a delay. It's a delay. So I don't really like that. So that's why I want to develop my telepathic abilities so that I can just go straight to whoever I'm talking about, who's comfortable enough to communicate that way, to do it that way. It really feels better to be able to do it that way. But anyways, how did I stumble on that? Oh yeah, there was a talking. There was a talking. That's how I got into it. And I know that I was receiving information, but I wasn't too sure about what the information was. So after that situation, then I remember in the dream, now this is still a dream, I remember in the dream I was in a car. I think I was driving, I was talking to my sister, she was in the passenger seat. I'm moving to the right because in the dream she was in the passenger seat, that's why I'm looking to the right. She was in the passenger seat, and I was telling her in the dream that my energy is the energy of health. Whenever I'm around people, my energy heals them. I said that in the dream. So then after that, I woke up and I was like, oh. And I was saying to myself, okay, that's my answer. Because I was asking them, I was asking them to please provide me with a confirmation that I'm one of the waves, number one. And number two, please let me know what my energy does if I am one of the waves. So here it is, I have this dream. So they came to me in a dream, and it was, I believe it was the council that I was communicating with. It was the council that that's involved with Earth, planet Earth, who did the call. I believe it was the council because of the way the table was shaped, and with me standing in the middle and them communicating information with me, providing me with information. I don't know what the information was about, but I believe that it was telling me what my mission was. But I remember that image and that situation. And then later on in the dream, while I was driving the car with my sister, I told her what my energy does. So I'm like, oh, okay. So when I got up, took out the trash, and I was thinking about it. And then I was thinking about, okay, now how can this be? So I was trying to make sense of it, because you know that's what the logical mind does, trying to make sense of every little thing without just accepting it. So figuring out, so I took that new information and I put it with the old information, because I remember Nashi telling me that his diabetes usually acts up. But when I was standing next to him, it didn't act up. Bam! Put two and two together, got the answer. That's the other thing. On top of including me having a knowing that I have some kind of energy that does something to people, bam! I got the confirmation that I wanted. So I'm going to do one more confirmation, and I'm going to talk to my sister and do one more confirmation, and I'm going to ask her if ever she's sick or has an injury, pay attention to when I come around and how she feels. I'm going to do that, and then that's going to be my last confirmation. Then I'll know 100% that I'm one of the waves. I already know that I'm one of the waves anyways, but I want to do one more confirmation, just one more confirmation to see what's up, to get 100% confirmation. Now I went from 85 to 90% to a 95% confirmation, feeling that I'm one of the waves. Now I just want one more, and then to close it off. But hopefully that helped anybody who's interested in this type of stuff with Dolores Cannon and 3 waves, and also hopefully it helped out people who had a feeling that they're different and that they might be one of the waves. Because for me, throughout school, I really felt like something was different from me with the other students. I didn't feel comfortable being in groups with these other students. I didn't really feel a need to be friends with them, and they would always look at me as like the oddball, and I would look at them as the oddball because I didn't fit in their groups at all, and I didn't fall for their style of dress. Maybe a little while. For a little while, I went into the trendy stuff, but after that, I just went to just me being me, and all the way till now, I just was always me. I didn't try to fit in with nobody. I just enjoy being me, and now that I'm older and I understand stuff, I enjoy even more. And I stopped watching TV too. With me stop watching TV, I enjoy even more of me just being me by myself all the time. I still don't have a need to have friends, which I'm open to having friends, but I don't feel the need to do it. I just feel comfortable being by myself. That's another reason why I feel something is different about me. I have a sense of being by myself. I just love and usually prefer to be by myself. I go to the movies by myself. I go swimming by myself. I do a lot of stuff by myself. And people are looking at me as weird as, how come he always by himself? I prefer it. So that's probably another reason. So enough of me chatting. I hope that helped out, and there will be more videos and more experiences coming. And comment and subscribe. Thank you.